All right, good afternoon and hello everyone. It is Monday, July the 9th, 2018, and this is our 39th show. It's a lot.
It is.
So we've had a lot of fun doing these first 39 shows, and we are back in a state park, which is an Indian Mountain Park here in Dauphin Island, Alabama. The bugs are pretty wicked today, but we wanted to come here because we think the lighting is better than our back porch.
True.
So many videos. So
Yes.
someone mentioned, hey, try to change it up more often. We've been in this park before, but this is a different place inside that park. So we're changing it up within the same park.
Yeah, we also switched places.
We did. So this side of the bench generally has a sagging side, so I now have the more erect side. So I'm feeling pretty good here today. All right. So we're going to jump right into the men's and women's Wimbledon draws and the latest news on this, as what they call it, Manic Monday. So
Matches.
Carla enlightened me, at least for the most part, why they call it Manic Monday. Why do they call it Manic Monday at Wimbledon?
Well, because the men and the women play on the same day. All the matches.
So yeah, she's right, and honestly, I wasn't 100% sure about that, so I looked it up, and Carla was right. So every Monday, second week of Wimbledon, the players break and umpires respectively break on Sunday, and all of the remaining men's and women's players play their respective matches on today, which is Manic Monday. And as Tomas Berdych stated last year, and I quote, this is the best day in all of tennis. I would agree.
It is. There's a lot of good matches today.
So with that said, the players are rested, the refs are rested. We have a lot of action today, so we're going to jump right into today, and I'm really excited about doing this show today. If it's the greatest day in tennis, though, don't you think that we should make it the greatest show we've ever done?
We should try.
Let's go! Right, come on!
I know it was a good day for me.
Yeah, she had a good day, so...
Not really. It was not a good day of tennis playing for both of us, but still, it was a good day for me.
Yeah, it was a good day for her, and we're going to get into the personal match highlight of our own personal head-to-head Manic Monday. However, before we get into anything about ourselves or anything about Wimbledon, I want to give one more shout out, and I will continue to do so until the situation I mentioned is relinquished and solved. Shout out to all the boys in Thailand that are within this cave. That is a soccer team with their coach. We've updated this situation since it began. Hey, they're young athletes, and everyone there, from the rescuers, the parents, the rescuer that passed away trying to save, which is himself or herself, I think it was a gentleman, is a true hero themselves. So the latest news with that situation, there's now 8 boys out. They had 4 out yesterday. They took 4 more out today, so we still have 4 more remaining plus their coach. Great job, everyone there. Great job, right?
Definitely.
I mean, for me, it's a truly amazing story with so much going on in the world today, where this group is against that group, and so much bickering and complaining. To see the world, especially those in that area and Southeast Asia, coming together to help this group of boys is absolutely spectacular. More importantly than all the above is the example that this coach is setting as the coach that is in this cave, and is obviously like the captain on a ship that is going to stay on that ship, whether it sinks or sails, until his crew is off. So I must say, hey, tip my hat, remove everything, salute you, coach, for being in there with that cave and making sure your boys get out. Really great job. Standing ovation again for everyone involved. Salute all of you and everyone involved in it. The family of the rescuer that lost his life saving these boys is a true hero. Great job, everyone there. And I can't wait to have a show where we hopefully state that unfortunately we lost 1 life in the process, but the 12 boys and the coach got out. And we must not forget the person who has died helping this situation. All right? So remember that. It's really great to see everyone coming together. So moving into our own personal current events, Carla and I, as we always talk a little trash talk about when we play, what the score is, insofar as her calling me Sharapova and a long-time Serena Sharapova head-to-head. In other words, like, I only beat you once and you beat me every other time. So
if they watch the show, they can count.
Yeah, they can count.
They can start counting.
So we talked about 3 of them. I lost one 6-4, another one 6-1, then I won one 6-2. Well, I lost another one today. However, it was a grueling set. The set was almost 2 hours. So I'm gonna beef my side up a little bit before I turn it over to her. So it was a 2-hour set. I won't mention the set score yet, but it was a grueling set. Do you want to start off on how this set started?
What do you mean, like? Well, first of all, I must say that you and I did not play well today.
No, we didn't play well.
I couldn't hit a ball. I couldn't put balls away today. I couldn't hit winners today. And I had trouble with my serve as well as him. He had trouble with his serve. Plus, it was so hot that our grips it was hard to hold the racket today.
Yeah, so as I remember, and you can interject if I'm incorrectly, but yes, it's hot, currently very hot, and we're in the shade, but it was extremely hot on the court this morning. So as it started out, I think, as I remember correctly, she elected to serve.
Yes, I did. Because I thought my serve was on when we were practicing.
Yeah, well, I think we both thought that. So she served and held her service game. Now, the first game was a long game. It was, we both realized early that we were missing shots wide, and I think, if I remember, the game probably went to deuce like the rest of them. Mm-hmm. And any way, shape, or form, long story short, she held her first service game. It was up 1-0. I served second. We switched sides. I served second, and I dropped that service game. So now, when I walk on the court...
No, you didn't drop that service game. You won that game.
Oh, so it was 1-1.
1-1.
Okay, so sorry, thank you. So I held serve, and it was 1-1. I know at some point it got to 4-1, though.
Yeah, but you held that, and then I served again, and it was 2-1. And I held it, and then I broke you.
Okay, so she got up to a point where it was 4-1, her way. And getting to this 4-1 point took, I want to say, the better part of an hour. No excuses on my side being down 4-1, but there was a lot of points where we were not pushing the ball, but just guiding the ball to specific spots so I could get her over here, and then I might have a chance to set up and just go ahead and take my shot. Well, I did that on a couple of occasions, getting up to down 1-4, and I missed those shots. So she capitalized on that. So at 4-1, I served at 1-4,
mm-hmm.
held my serve, and we got to 4-2. She served, I broke, so we were at 4-3. In essence, on serve, right? Am I wrong here? Yeah, because you were up 4-3, then I was serving to go back on serve to 4-4.
No, I think you got it wrong, because I ended it. I ended it on my serve, not on your serve.
At down 1-4, I held serve. Then at 3-4, then at 2-4, I broke your serve. And then at 3-4, when I was serving to go 4-4, you won on the lob point.
Yeah, but then you would have had to serve to end the match. The match ended at 6-3, so you got that wrong.
That's what I'm saying. At 3-4, I was serving. You went up 5-3 and then served it out.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So I was down. I had pulled it from 1-4 to 3-4. I was serving. So basically, it was on serve at that point. I was up 40-15. In serving, okay? 40-15 in serving. So I served to the deuce court. She won the point, hence 40-30. Now I go to the ad court. A double fault into the ad court. Now it's deuce. I go back to the deuce court. Now at this point, I'm just beat. The set's like an hour and 20 minutes old or an hour and 10 minutes old. We're drenched in sweat, crazy hot, no shade. Anyway, so it's deuce now. We get into the deuce court. She takes the point. Another long, grueling, we're guiding the ball, trying to get court position. I think I came to the net and you passed me or something. So now we get to add out on the ad court. Here's how this point goes. I serve the ball in. She chips, brings me to the net. I get the ball back into play, okay? She lobs over my head, hustle back to the baseline. Oh, reach out. Boom, hit the ball up. I'm looking behind me because I'm running towards the fence, and I realize that ball's going in, so I split and recover. She chips again. Now, I'm exhausted after the first lob already. Chips again, brings me into the net. Oh, I reach my racket up. Oh, I get that one over. I'm like, oh my God, I got 2 balls. She comes up and gets my shot, flips it over my head again. Twice. I'm like, oh, run back there. Get my racket on, boom, goes up. I'm like, that one's going in. So that second one coming back. So I run, split. What happens? She chips again, runs me into the net. Third ball, get my racket out, get that one over. She gets up, throws another one over my head. Okay? That's the third one, right? Because it went 4. So I'm on the third one. She throws that one over my head. Sprint back to the fence. Get my racket out. Boop. Over my head, right? So then I run up to, I get that, realize the 4th one is going over and in, right? The 4th one's going over. So I split. She chips again. Brings me into the net for the 4th time. Now I'm about to like have chills and like pass out. So I run to the net. I come up and I get the ball on the 4th time. Hustle to the net. I get it. Boop. The 4th time. Poop. Chips another one over my head. I didn't even try. Perfectly done. I laid down on the court and I found myself down 5-3. She got the ball back to serve. I tried to delay receiving serve as long as I could. Unfortunately, I had nothing left in the tank. Carla won today, 6-3. I had my opportunities, but I must say...
Well, you know, I figure I can't hit a ball today.
She played well.
I can't put balls away. They were going out. So I said, you know what? I'm going to play his game. I'm going to just chip everything. I'm going to make him run. He thinks I'm going to get tired here? No, I'm going to make him tired. He came out drenched. His shirt was soaked, literally. You could, wring it up. I mean, I was just going to push the ball today. I know how Severbed does in my face.
Well, I tell you what, you played great. You definitely weren't playing your best. But
but I had to do what I had to do. Otherwise, he would have been bragging all day.
When it came down to her realizing she couldn't pick her shots and execute them, she began to chip, draw me in, and lob, and just absolutely made me question my conditioning up to this point at 40 years old with 5 kids, which I still think I'm doing pretty good. But that whole lob fest...
I knew that would get you tired, and when I started serving at 5-3, I said, I'm going to do this. I told him. I said, are you ready for more? I said, because this is what's coming to you.
Yeah, that whole lob fest really got me. So, hey, I congratulate you on your win today. Again, great match.
Thank you,
and I look forward to tomorrow's match.
Okay.
So, again, we've covered 4 of our sets. She's got a 6-4, she's got a 6-1,
so 3-1.
And a 6-3, and I've got a 6-2. So, right now it's 3 sets to 1. First one to 10, I guess, or to like 300, because I hope to play at that level until I can't play at that level anymore. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go! All right, so great stuff.
You look like you're playing a set right now.
Oh, I'm playing a set. We're right here. The best show today, I swear. Best show today. Manic Monday. I had a great match today. I don't care that I lost because I know I played my best. I missed some shots, but I feel really good about the way that I played. Furthermore, my fitness level to run down for 2 hours, that grueling set in the heat, and I didn't cramp. I felt good. I could have gone longer, but obviously the kids were at home, so I feel really good about the way I'm playing, and I look forward to tomorrow's set. Fair enough?
Sure.
Great stuff. And then, by the way, quick shout out to Carla, because when I got home, she cooked me an omelet that had like green onions and regular onions and cheese and topped with salsa with some Goya Sazon seasoning. What? So a big day today. All right, so we're going to start with the women's coverage as usual because they generally get less coverage than the men. However, today's women's coverage was pretty darn good. So,
it was.
So good for the women's.
Well, they had no choice. They had to cover it.
Yeah, I mean, they had to. So great for the women's coverage today. I was happy to see the women get primetime coverage earlier than the men later. I think there's still 2 men's matches going on, but we'll get to that. Serena Williams today beats Rodina 6-2, 6-2, routine win, and she has a crucible match tomorrow against Georgie, I think. Georgie looked good, but we'll get into that as well, but Serena cruises, right?
I mean, great for Serena. Like I said, this is her opportunity to tie Margaret Court. I mean, she was challenged, I think 2 matches before she was challenged. And this is great for her. Next round, she can beat this girl easily, too. I mean, all these seeds drop and everything's aligning for Serena. She looked almost like the old Serena.
I agree.
Almost. Except for the fitness. She still has to get fit.
Totally agree with that. She looks good. I would suggest, though, everyone look out for Kasatkina, Kerber, and Ostapenko. We'll get into that as well. Kasatkina beat the Belgian girl Van Uytvanck that we've covered now for almost 3 weeks. And it was a 3-setter. So good for Van Uytvanck. Great run for you. And go Kasatkina. I like her a lot.
Me too. Which side is Kasatkina on?
Not sure. You can definitely reference that. Again, we've talked about Kasatkina. Her being Kasatkina and Carla have a similar game. So every time I see Kasatkina play, sometimes I realize if I put Carla's face on her body, the body would look the same and the game would look pretty darn similar. So anyway, good for Kasatkina.
Yes, definitely. I was happy that she pulled it out. I was worried a bit there, but she pulled it out.
All right, next match. Julia Georges, the 13th seed, the German girl, defeated Wawrinka's girlfriend, as we've talked about before, Vekic, 3-2. Great run for Vekic and great job for Georges as well, but I'm really surprised either of them were here at this stage of this tournament.
Well, Vekic was struggling. I mean, she wasn't... I mean, Georges outplayed her, and Vekic was getting really mad. She was throwing her racket. She was, had that big attitude. So I expected Georges after the first set to win it in straights.
Yeah, great job for both girls. Really good job, both girls. To be at this point, I think you're going to get a substantial check, win or lose.
And that's great, because these tennis players got huge bills.
So good for you, both of you, to have made it to the second week of Wimbledon. Sorry, someone has to go home. More from you, Vekic, in the future, I'm sure. Please don't forget that Carla and I would love to play yourself and Wawrinka in a mixed doubles match. I obviously would not plan on winning that, but I think it would be fun. So remember that. Definitely would want to play that. And two, for Georges, phenomenal job. You've been around a while. Keep it up. Number 11 seed Kerber defeats Bencic today, 6-3, 7-6. Kerber looks strong. I think Serena, no matter what side of the draw they pop out on, Kerber is someone that needs to be reckoned with. She's a force. She looks good. She definitely does not look fatigued.
Well, fortunately for Serena, Kerber and Kasatkina will face each other before they would face Serena.
Great research.
So, I mean, Kerber or Kasatkina is going to be a tough opponent for Serena. But Kerber looks solid. Bencic tried. She tried. I mean, she tried to get into the match, but I think Kerber was a little bit too much for her.
Yeah, I mean, good job Bencic, though, to come off. I think it was an injury that we've discussed. I may be wrong there. Comment below if that's incorrect, but I think she came off an injury. She's from Switzerland. I think she spent some time working at kind of the Fed camp or with some of that team. To come back and to get to the fourth round and lose to a very good Kerber, good for you. Hope to see more from you in the U.S. Open Series and the Hard Court Series and the U.S. Open coming up. Ostapenko, the number 12 seed, destroyed Sasnovich today that I think beat Sharapova.
No, she beat Kvitova.
Kvitova.
Yes.
Oh, good call. So it was a tight first set, 7-6, and then Ostapenko dealt her a bagel in the second. Hey, good job, Sasnovich, again for you. You beat Kvitova, who was her pick to win the whole tournament in the first place. But Ostapenko, I think she would meet Serena in a semi.
Ostapenko.
I think. Watch out for Ostapenko.
No, Ostapenko's on the other side of the draw.
Okay, so Serena's wide open.
Kerber, Kasatkina, and Ostapenko
on the same side.
Yeah.
Well, Serena, good for you. You got really lucky with that deal because Ostapenko, to me, from what I saw today, I think Ostapenko looked better than Kerber. But we'll see. Kasatkina.
Well, she really hasn't been challenged much either.
Yeah, Ostapenko's been cruising. We could have a Serena Ostapenko final. We could have a Serena Kerber final. We could have a Serena Kasatkina final. But from what I saw today, it looks like if it keeps holding true, that Ostapenko and Serena may meet. Next match completed today. Cibulkova, was supposed to be the 32 seed, became unseeded because of the Serena thing. We've talked about that. Again, Serena earned that. Definitely, Serena should have been seeded. But Cibulkova to now be in the quarterfinals, being tossed around by her seeding, defeated the girl from Taiwan, Sei, 6-4, 6-1. Good for Cibulkova. She seems to be proving people wrong and might be getting back to the form when she met Li Na in the Australian Open final, right?
I'm happy for Sivakova. I mean, she definitely was dealt a bad hand, and she's, you know, coming through. She's fighting. I don't know if it's the anger that's getting her through or what it is.
Hey, good job, Sivakova. She's a little short thing, but she's strong. She's feisty. Go Sivakova.
And Sivakova, again, wouldn't meet Serena because she's on that other side of the draw. So
Hey.
there's a tough group right there.
Tough group.
With Kerber, Kasatkina, Sivakova.
Tough group for sure. And they luckily have to battle it out amongst themselves before Serena, so that's great news for Serena.
Definitely.
All right, a big match for me today was the longtime player, and I think is someone that deserves some recognition at this point. Georgie, I think she's Italian. Camelia, she's been around for so long. Defeated Makarova today, 6-3, 6-4. Again, I didn't have both players, either one of them, getting this far, and I picked Georgie to win this on our team selection.
You did. I picked Makarova.
The only reason why I'm really going to dwell on this match for a second is something Carla pointed out to myself after the match. I didn't see it. She had to rewind it to show me. Was Makarova's handshake for Georgie after the match. So
bad.
I didn't even notice it, and Carla was like, watch this handshake, and she rewound it and then hit play. So they came to the net, and, you know, Georgie was obviously happy, and Makarova obviously was not. And she kind of dealt her this not the best handshake. I won't say it's the worst I've ever seen. I've seen some really bad deals up there. But I must say, work on sportsmanship, Makarova. I mean, that was a really good match. You fought hard. Georgie fought hard. Both of you, in my opinion, shouldn't even have been there in the first place.
Well, Georgie outplayed her.
Yeah.
I mean, she just played harder, and she hit more winners, and Makarova should not do that because it was done to her.
Yeah, I mean, both of you are very lucky to be in this fourth round. I'm not taking anything away from training or experience, but because of a lot of different unfortunate, well, I won't say unfortunate, but upset losses and wins, the draw opened up right in your favor, and I'm sure that you both are very happy about your performances. Georgie, just like anybody else, has had ups and downs and business issues and so forth. Give her a handshake at the net. That at least shows respect. You fought it out. You battled it out. The match is over. I know that there's times where I don't want to shake someone's hand, like when I played Carla today, and I didn't want to shake her hand because she just beat me at my own game, bringing me up and lobbing. I didn't want to shake her hand. Think I wanted to shake her hand? I didn't want to shake it.
You know, I felt bad for him, like when I won, because I beat him at his game, what he does to me.
Yeah, I didn't want to shake her hand.
But now I feel good about it.
Shoot.
But still, I prefer playing like me.
Last thing I want to do was shake her hand, but I found a way to shake her hand at the net.
Yeah, I thought that was a little, you know, in professional sports, you know, you guys are battling it out. You know, they're battling out there. Once it's done, that's it. It's done. You know, forget about the rest. Congratulate that person and move on. Practice, get better, and there's always a next time.
Yeah, shake at the hands. The shake of the hands at the net is hugely important, I think. And yes, not always do we want to walk up and say, hey, great win and so forth. But I think on this stage, you owe it to yourself to shake hands at the net properly. Anyway, moving forward, I didn't want to shake her hand, and I shook hers. Just saying. Definitely didn't want to shake your hand.
And Georgie did deserve to win. I mean, she played a lot better.
Yeah, Georgia deserved to win. All right, so the number 20 seed, Bertens, defeated Pliskova today, 6-3, 7-6. Before you talk about it, you watched this more than I did. Why does Pliskova, with so much talent, continue to lose? Is it fitness? Is it her weight? Is she so tall and need to gain more muscle mass? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's better for her to be aggressive. It seems.
But she is aggressive.
Yeah, but even more so, like 1-2 punches like Serena, or just move on. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, she's playing more and more like her sister.
With a big serve like that she has, I mean, she should be putting balls away. To me, when I look at her today, I saw her and I told Justin, I said, doesn't her eyes look sunken in? Like she needs to eat more. I mean, she needs a few more pounds in her, in my opinion, for professional sports. I mean, if you're a club player, it doesn't matter. But she needs a few more pounds. She's a tall woman. She could add a few more pounds and start lifting some weights.
Yeah, she seemed a little thin to me. Again, I've always been a Carolina Pliskova fan. Unfortunately, because of coverage reasons, I don't get a chance to watch her sister very much. I see more of Carolina. I have high hopes for her, and I hope we see her back, but I hope that she works something out with her trainers and her team So maybe put on 5 or 8 pounds of muscle. Maybe lay off the cardio. Maybe lay off so many tournaments and select more, because as you get older, you don't want to just deteriorate your muscle mass by going. Maybe it's time we slow down, pick less tournaments, and work with our trainers on adding a few pounds of fitness. All right, we're going to run out of time, so a quick shout out to my father, who has coached me since I was 2, 80 years young, and obviously is still very active in the game. That reminded me that on the women's side, Maddox Sands and Safarova won their doubles match today in 3 sets. Just after that, Maddox Sands and Mike Bryan, who were playing mixed, they retired from their match. I'm sure it was because of the grueling 3-set match that Maddox Sands and Safarova had. We need not forget that Maddox Sands and Safarova have won every Grand Slam as a doubles team, less Wimbledon. So I'm sure that the fellow Americans, being Mike Bryan and Maddox, were probably like, hey, maybe this is a career slam opportunity. Let's rest our body. Furthermore, we'll get into it on the men's side, but Mike Bryan's active on the men's side as well. Good thought, Dad. That was great. I probably would have missed it once again, so thank you for the update on the women's doubles. Matches tomorrow, which is the quarterfinal. Cibulkova versus Ostapenko. Who you got?
Ostapenko. But I think Cibulkova will give her a great match. She will try everything. She will run every ball down.
I like Ostapenko as well in this one. Now, Cibulkova will fight, but from what I've seen out of Ostapenko this week or last week, and Cibulkova, I think that Ostapenko is going to be a little too much for her. But if Cibulkova wins, man, I will regret not picking her, like I talked about for 2 weeks as my unseeded player.
You did talk about her. I'm surprised you didn't pick her.
Next match, Kasatkina, number 14 seed, against number 11 seed Kerber. Who you got?
I hate seeing them both face each other because I've got both of them.
Who you got?
Kasatkina, just because she's never been a Grand Slam champion.
I'm going to put it
It'll be 3 sets.
Yeah, I'm going to put it this way. I like Kasatkina. Again, every time I see Kasatkina, if I had your face superimposed on her body and your skin color, I would think it was you. And the game is very similar. However, I think Kerber's too much here. I like Kerber to win.
And you could be right. You could be right. I mean, but, hey, I didn't have Kasatkina going to the final, no Kerber. So I'll be happy with whoever wins, but I like to see the younger one go through.
Okay, I'm with you. I'd love to watch the match, big time match.
Mm-hmm.
Next match, Serena Williams plays the unseeded Georgie. Georgie's been going for it and hitting a lot of big time shots for a female, but I think Serena will win this in probably 6-4, 6-3 manner.
Serena just better be ready to run because Georgie loves hitting those angles and she's very fit. So, but I think Serena, it'll be 2 close sets.
Yeah, I'm just checking the cameras. Always, again, we're set up in a park, and I never know if the camera cuts off. I agree with her. I mean, I've seen Georgie play a couple hundred times in my life, and I've never seen her look better. It's fit from her shoulders to her neck, to her legs, to her attitude. When Makarova didn't shake her hand, she was still a lady. She looked confident. She looked graceful, but yet she looked strong. She kind of reminded me of like Halep's body at this point. It looks like, I mean, she looks to me as strong as Halep.
Well, see, when I look at a tennis, when you're playing pro sports, again, you're supposed to look strong and fit. It's a problem to me when you don't look strong and fit. If you're making, if you're playing professional sports, again, it's different if you're a club player. Or like us, we're just having fun. But someone like them, they need to be fit. They need to be in shape. They need to represent the sport well.
Yeah, I that's very well said. So if I am giving someone a thumbs up in this tournament on the women's side for fitness level, and one with a thumbs down at this point over a trajectory of the past year or 2 years even, I'm going to give Carolina Pliskova a thumbs down for her fitness level and her overall trajectory over the past year, and I'm going to give Camilla Giorgi the biggest thumbs up for her fitness level and for her dedication, obviously, to her team, to her practice, and getting to a quarterfinal. Do you disagree?
No, I don't disagree.
All right, last match, Bertens, been around a long time, 20 seed versus Julia Georges. I had written here a note on the side of this, like this was the last of the weakest players in the tournament, but one of them will move on. No disrespect to either Georges or Bertens. I've seen both play as well a couple of hundred times. It's a coin toss for me.
It really is. It really is. I don't know who's going to win this match, nor do I have any of them, but whoever won from this match would face Serena or Georgie.
Yeah, so anybody can comment below and advise me if I'm wrong with this, but we have 8 players left. Cibulkova, Ostapenko, Kasatkina, Kerber, Serena, Georgie, Bertens, and Georges. Are we safe to say that Georgie, Bertens, and Georges are the weakest of those 8 players?
No, you're correct. That's the weakest match right there.
So...
and that is because their draw opened up.
So we're going to have a Serena-Georgie match. I expect Serena to win. We'll have Bertens and Georges. Doesn't really matter. The winner of that faces Serena in the semis. So it seems like Serena has a walk to the final.
She has a walk to the final. She would be dumb not to beat Georgie, but she better be on guard with Georgie because she's going to run everything.
Yeah, and Georgie's been cranking the ball too.
Right.
So if you're giving Georgie short balls,
she was hitting today.
She's going to run up and she's going to annihilate those. Make sure you're hitting deep against Georgie. Serena, I'm sure you know this. You have one of the best coaches.
Well, her serve is going to help her out big time.
And then back her up with that serve and do your 1-2 punches. Go big on the serve, even first and second. Go big on it. Throw pressure on her for a weak return. Come in. Put that ball away.
I don't think Serena wants to be rallying too much with George. She's gonna get tired.
Just be a prize fighter, Serena. Go in, knockout punches. If you don't find your range in the first set and drop it, that's okay. Keep throwing knockout punches. She'll find it and she'll be fine.
Sure.
All right. So, again, just a big shout out to people that comment. In this case, it was my father who mentioned, again, Maddox Sands and Safarova on doubles. I did not know, and I should know, but I did not know that they'd won every Grand Slam as a team except this one, which makes a lot of sense why she pulled out of mixed. So, again, this is part 1 of 2. At one point, sometime in our life, we're going to figure out how to get it condensed into 1. But the men's will be next. So, hey, click a like below, subscribe below. Thank you, everybody, for watching. The next one will be the men's news, the same type of deal. So if you want to see the men's information and draws, then just wait until after you watch this one and then go to the next downloaded video on our channel, which is at 5K Tennis, and you can check out the men's side next. So thanks again. Leave any comments below. We're going to run up on hardcourt season soon where, hey, we want to do a couple videos during the break or the transition from grass to hardcourt. We want to do a couple videos that are viewer inspired. So give us a topic, give us a trivia, give us a person to research, and we'll do a video for you. So let us know if we should keep doing this at all by clicking like below as well. And as always, Carla says,
adios.
See you later. Men's is coming up next. Thanks again.